yummy. Let's start. Hello everyone, my name is Barbara, I'm a Polish girl who lives in Ireland and likes to knit, and today I have a finished object for you. This is a channel about my knitting, guys, so if you are watching it for the first time, just to let you know that I treat my channel as my journal, so go check out playlists. You can find hats, shawls, sweaters, yeah, and free patterns, catalog, like playlist. So check it out, maybe you find something that you would like to knit yourself. So what do I have today for you? I have a hat. I finished a hat. You know, I'm a hat lover. How many hats have I knitted so far on this channel? Number. So, right. How to start? So first things first, I think for the last 2 years, I'm a big fan of Mina's from the Knitting Expat podcast. I started watching Mina when she was in Bahrain, which is near Dubai, and she's all over the place. She moves here and there and she does loads of stuff. She knits. She's a knitting machine, and although she's a human being, and she knits amazing stuff. And lately she came up with a hat collection, which was based on her sock collection, previous sock collection, and I wanted to grab it all, but I decided to pick the one that I like the most. You probably know because it's in the title, I know. So I picked Central Park hat. Oh, this one! What I'm going to do, I'm going to put all the links down below to the pattern and to the collection if you're interested yourself. Lately I have stopped actually publishing things on my blog, on my website, and I'm thinking, should I be doing that or not? Let me know. Right, so first things first, this is not a tutorial, this is a paid for pattern designed by Mina Philipp, and all the links down below if you're interested. And now I'm going to tell you more about what tools I used, what yarn I used, did I do a swatch, and so on and so on. So let's start. Okay, let's start with the bag. So the bag I use is this one. I received it, can I guess, like 2 years ago from a viewer and a friend, Suzanne, and I love it so much. It literally matches this lovely pink, matches my pouches, this color. And what I put over here is, I hope you can see it, knit for a bit, my keychains, and a few dingling things. Even though I haven't used this stitch markers, this reminds me of Ilse from Share My Passion, and I just wanted to knit for a bit, you know. So thank you so much. The pouch I used is this one, my unusual one. I call it the tower pouch because you can see a tower, and this pouch is actually designed, well, you can use it as I do because it kind of reminds my previous one for circular needles, but I use exactly the same one for my journal, and I don't have it here. Do you want to see it? Different. How it looks after almost a year in my bag. I probably shouldn't show you that, but I'm gonna. So here is example. So this is like a Loch something notebook, and this is the same pouch. So hopefully you can see it, see the difference. These are very long. Standard pens are just like that. This is just a double. That's why it looks this way. Love it so much. It just slides, you know, and you can read, you know, the story. So anyway, what I have over here, I have needles. This is Hiya's interchangeable needles, because lately in my shop you can find from 3mm up to I think 7 or 9mm short tips and cables, so check it out if you're interested, links down below. And what I use for this, I exactly follow pattern in regards and needles, and just that. Okay, I didn't follow. Right, so on the screen, scoop, on the screen I'm going to show you now what the pattern recommends. It recommends to have 2 sizes of needles, which I follow that, but the first size in regards to the ribbing tells you to use 3.75mm needles, which is US size 5, and then for the mate pair to use 4.5mm, which is US size 7, and to knit them on 16 inches circular needles, which they're like this. If you have never seen like that, and you go in the circle, I love that. That's probably, you know, anyway. So normally I keep that, but also what else I keep in my bag is these. So now I use 16 inches small cable. Small is because of the connectors, not the length of the cable. Cable length is 16 inches, which is 40 centimeters. For I'm missing a bag because I have a small over here, and it's actually, the bag is for a big one. Where is the thingy? Calm down, it's probably in the drawer. Okay, so inside this bag you can see small needles, but the bag will tell you the needles that I actually have on over here. So the actual one, I actually follow the biggest size, which is 4.5mm US size 7, but the small size I use I think 3.5. So the good thing about Hiya's is that you have written down, yeah, 3.5, which is US size 4. So I just need to change the bag for this. And better do it now than later, right? Okie dokie. Okay, so yarn. Maybe first things what I'm, oh yeah, so you see the small size is 3.75mm, which is US size 5, recommended with the pattern, but I didn't have that size. I had 3.5mm, which is US size 4, so I used that because I had it. So no worries, if you have a pattern and you don't have precise needles things, you can go here and there, and especially if you check or you don't check gauge. Right, so what's the gauge in this pattern? This, you should get a gauge 5 stitches per 1 inch in main body pattern. Yep, I'm getting it. Spot on, spot on. Although I use different yarn. And before I tell you what kind of yarn I use, because I just weighed it, so I'm going to tell you. I have some leftovers, and the leftovers over here I have 28 grams. The hat measured 73, which gives you like 105 grams overall for the yarn. And it says over here that I should have just 100 grams, but sometimes, you know, some people are generous of that 5 grams. So that's that. So 28 grams leftovers, I use 73 grams over here, beanie style. I like beanie style. Mina likes beanie styles too. Although I'm not afraid to play with a different shape, different styles of hats. Okay, yarn. This is this beauty. Come on, come on. Be good. Show to everyone. And here it is, Berroco Ultra Alpaca. It's a 50% alpaca, 50% wool. So you can see it over here. And here we have that I have 215 yards or 198 meters. And this yarn is recommended for the pattern. So the yarn is 100 gram worsted weight yarn, which should be approximately 180 meters, 200 yards and 100 grams. So you see how far I'm off. 180 meters, I have 198 meters, so I'm just 18 meters off. Not bad, not bad. So don't afraid, use it. And the pattern over here is quite interesting. Now maybe some stuff about pattern. It is written down for a few sizes. I normally write just maybe 3. Baby, toddler, child, small adult, sorry, adult small, adult medium, and adult large. You have 6 sizes. You can go with it. And the pattern is written down for a specific yarn, according to my knowledge, which has like 58 grams or something like that. So if you're knitting with a specific yarn that is recommended in the pattern, the recommendation is to don't do a folded brim, just do it single and just go for it, because you may run out of yarn. I had 100 grams, well, even 105 grams in one skein from Berroco, and so I wasn't afraid of doing anything crazy, so I could do anything I wanted. So I did a folded brim, and do not worry, you don't have to listen to me how to do it, because Mina has a really nice separate PDF I've included in the pattern to tell you how to do and what other ways there is to do a folded brim. So there are a few ways to do it, and I picked, you know, my one, the simple one, the one that I use for just knit hat. So I'll put a link to the tutorial if you want to. If you've never knitted a hat and you want to knit a hat and you just want to use a knit stitch, you can knit this hat. So on the screen you can see it, just knit hat. And this, there's also element of a folding over there, and that's what I do. I did just back loop cast on method, which is for me the simplest one, and then just did from that. So I had to pick up stitches. Do you want to see the wrong side? Ooh, ooh. So here is my wrong side. Not bad, isn't it? I was so impressed. Check it out. So back loop method. Just, if you want, just go to check that free tutorial and see how that goes. I like it very much because it is kind of stretchy, so you know exactly what to pick up. At least I can see it. Oh, I hope someone else will do. And this is quite an interesting pattern, and you can follow it up, you see, to have like this. Or you could do like Mina's did, just to gradually go side, 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 side up. Which I think is really nice. It gives that really nice ventilation, and because it's a worsted weight yarn, it gives you that warmth. I like everything about it, actually. Well done, Mina. Well, obviously. I'm such a hat lover, so I said it's going to be a gift knit, but at the end of the day I didn't use my gift knit pouch, so maybe I can keep it. Oh, we shall see, we shall see. Anyone who would want to get this for Christmas, a present, let me know down below. I would love to knit it for every one of you, but any family related people watching me now would wish to get this for Christmas, I'll let me know too. Okay, now I think that's all. My silly little thing. I think that's all. It was a really nice and quick knit. You could memorize everything. There was one bit that I thought, oh, you could really do this. So I was doing that. At the end of the day, you know, you could think it's not, at the end of the day, you could do whatever you would think you could do, but you could also follow the pattern. I kind of stopped for a bit, took a deep breath, and I thought, heck, why not? I'm going to do it. So it looks a little bit different than you would think it's going to look, but it's quite interesting. Like, why not? It doesn't do the symmetrical in them, but maybe that's the beauty about it. I know I'm now completely confusing you, but that's kind of part of the pattern that I'm saying it now. And if you have a pattern and you're knitting it now, you probably know what I'm talking about. And if you don't have a pattern, well, I'm sorry, but I can't say anything more. Cannot say anything more. So I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next one. Don't forget to use #knittingalove. Show me what you're knitting. I want to really see, especially Hans. Don't forget there is a few KALs going on, so check it out. There is Knit a Hat KAL, so if you're knitting any hats, please go and join. It's an annual because I love hats. I probably should be adding post with my hats too, just to spice things up and bring that number high up. Let me know what you think about that. Can I do that? Obviously, if I randomly, use a random number thingy and it picks me, I won't win. I'll tell you that I picked myself, but there was a second person. At least I could feel good about myself. Can I do that? It's my channel, I could do things, right? I don't know. Okay, it's a long one. Right, KALs. So check them out. There's also knitting, crocheting, make along. So anything you knit, anything you make, anything you, yeah, count. I think I went too far. Knitting, crocheting. Any knitting, crocheting, make along. So whatever you knit or crochet, you can post it there, and there are prizes. So I hope you're going to have fun with us, and I hope to see you in the next one. All the links down below. Bye.